The partnership between Microsoft and TupuToa came about around 5 years ago. Vanessa, who is our country manager, made a connection with Anne, and we formed this beautiful relationship. In terms of the value that TupuToa have added to Microsoft, it's just been immense. Some of our best leaders, they've come through TupuToa. They've made massive impacts at a local level, but also global. We also have them in our communities doing amazing things as well. So you've just got these really awesome, connected Māori and Pacifica coming into Microsoft and changing our culture in their own special way. What I'm really proud of is how Microsoft partnered with TupuToa to do Hior. Hior is a Māori and Pacifica skills training program. It started with amazing allies who helped push that forward. Someone like Daniel Lund, some of our global philanthropies team, Cecilia as well. They really helped push that and make that happen. The really important thing about that is the fact that the whole skills and digital qualifications, digital certifications, a lot of that is really non-Māori or non-Pacifica because of the costs, because of the way it works. And as a part of Hikohiko, we had Partners Education, a Māori and Pacifica training organisation that has helped us do our amazing work within community. And because they come from the community, they know the community, they can therefore meet them where they're at rather than trying to force it the other way. The thing I love about Hikohiko is it actually adapts it and moulds it to Māori and Pacifica rather than Māori and Pacifica having to change and adapt to fit into the global ways.
I have been really fortunate to be the global chapter lead for Indigenous at Microsoft Employee Resource Group. We have around 6 to 7 chapters or networks of people who are Indigenous or allies that want to drive Indigenous outcomes on a global level. So I've been following TupuToa's journey since about 2018, and I just remember thinking wow, I can't believe there is a program out there like this which is culturally authentic, but also is enabling or removing blockers and barriers that many early in career Māori and Pacifica may face. Not everyone has the privilege or access to have corporate or professional insight into navigating the professional world, and so being able to reassure our up and coming talent that you are, one, good enough in your own skin and that you should show up as you see fit, but two, that you can add value. And I work with amazing people like Dylan Arpedo.
I really want to mention people like Dylan. I was his mentor, by the way, when he first came in. I'm not saying it's all me, but he came into our organisation as an intern, went from strength to strength, and he's now in the global engineering team. He's doing amazing mahi, but what I'm most proud of is he's the global co-chair of Pacifica at Microsoft, who looks after the Pacifica focus for Microsoft across the globe. Another one is Venus. Venus just smashed it in terms of her internship, graduate, and then full-time role, but then she took it way further and won what we call the Pinnacle Award, which is at the time 200,000 people, the top 25 win Pinnacle, and Venus won that and ended up getting that global recognition. Representation is so important within a company like this and corporates in general, because a lack of representation will always result in a lack of trust. If you don't see yourself represented in that organisation, then it'll never change. So what we're hoping to see is not just the hiring process being impacted and positively by TupuToa, but we want to actually see that all the way through up into senior executive levels. TupuToa have some amazing alumni, like some of the best. I think of like Anita, who has worked on the alumni board, Venus, we've got Dylan, who has been part of the program too, and I think of these people who I'm probably going to be reporting to one day. They're just going to flourish. They're going to be global leaders of these big corporate organisations. And what is that going to do for Aotearoa and the world? What is it going to do for our culture? TupuToa has helped us in so many ways in terms of our cultural competence. They've also helped us in being better allies as well to Māori and Pacifica. How do we truly take care of Māori and Pacifica when they're in our organisations? It's more than just creating a role, giving them space, you have to give so much more wraparound support because they're in these environments which are quite different for them. And TupuToa has really helped us with that, and I really mihi to them. But if I think to the future, 5-10 years further out, I think of how TupuToa can help make those changes at not just a local but a global level.